Today in New York, New York, a woman deported to a country that said no. Buses slowed down on purpose. Most of us 40,000 short just to live. Streets shutting for marathons and parades. And fireworks that might actually be worth the chaos. Buckle up, folks. I'm Vixie Steele, and this is Loud and Local in New York, New York. First up, Colombian woman wrongly deported to Congo. US courts order immediate return. What fresh disaster is this? Adriana Maria Quiroz Zapata, 55, crossed from Mexico into Texas in 2024 and ended up in detention. In April 2024, the Trump administration deported her to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, even though the DRC refused to accept her, saying their hospitals couldn't handle her medical condition. And I swear ICE shoved her on the plane anyway. Today, Judge Richard Leon orders her back to the States and tells the feds to report progress every 72 hours. Her family's waiting in New Jersey. Representative Rob Menendez and her lawyer Lauren O'Neill are pushing because she says returning to Colombia would mean torture, thanks to a violent ex tied to the Colombian National Police. Unbelievable, but not surprising. And listen, this isn't some clerical oopsie. The judge flat out called it illegal, echoing that Kilmar Abrego Garcia mess that hit the Supreme Court. We keep pretending the system's about law and order, then it breaks its own laws and gambles with a woman's life. Can someone explain why this bullshit is allowed? Honestly, it's unreal that bureaucracy can screw it up this bad and risk someone's life. Respect where it's due to Judge Leon for slamming the brakes. Now bring her back. No excuses, no foot dragging. I shouldn't have to say this, but here we fucking are. Moving on before I break something. MTA's fare enforcement slows NYC buses amid free transit debate. Chair Jano Liebers rolling out European-style fare checks. Proof of payment squads hopping on, stopping rides for 5 to 10 minutes to eyeball who tapped. The city's been pitching fast and free buses under Mayor Zoran Mamdani. The state-run MTA says we're bleeding $300 million a year to fare evasion. So here's the clampdown. Look, mate, I get the money hole. 300 million isn't pocket change. But stopping buses so people can line up and prove they paid, that's adding fuel to a system already crawling through gridlock. You can warn, fine, whatever. But if your fix makes the bus slower than a hungover snail, you've missed the point. People ride buses because they have to, not because they want a lecture. To be fair, fare evasion needs a solution, but slowing a working-class lifeline to catch a few freeloaders is some top-shelf dumbassery. Next up, new report reveals New Yorkers need 40,000 more annually to meet living costs. The Urban Institute says roughly 60% of us can't cover the basics. The shortfall averages about 40,000 a year. If you've got kids, the annual tab to make ends meet is about 161,000. No kids? You still need about 106,000 just to tread water. Jesus Christ. The Bronx is getting slammed hardest. Minority communities and single parents are carrying the heaviest load. Rent, childcare, food, all up. Wages? Stuck in neutral. The mayor's team tossed out a cost of living study last month and says housing and childcare are priorities. Great. Do it yesterday. When basic living is out of reach for most, that's society failing its people. Back in my day, people had fucking standards. Paychecks covered rent and groceries without a blood sacrifice. Alright, let's keep this train wreck rolling. NYC weekend packed with marathons, parades and festivals. Expect major street closures. Saturday, the New York Roadrunners RBC Brooklyn Half takes over from Prospect Park down to Coney Island. About 29,000 runners. Good luck finding a shortcut. In Manhattan, the Nepal Day Parade lights up the avenues. In Queens, the Bangladesh Day Parade brings the beats and the banners. The Bronx is throwing a food and arts festival. Hell's Kitchen, Midtown, East Village and the Upper East all getting lane slimmed for culture, sweat and street vendors. Yeah, it's inconvenient, but this is the kind of chaos we can actually celebrate. Community on display. Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in full swing. Hit the parades, tip the vendors, hydrate, and for real, Check the Department of Transportation's closures before you find yourself parked in gridlock screaming into the void. Last up, Macy's celebrates the US 250th birthday with a Jewel River fireworks show. Hell yeah, now we're talking. On July 4th, they're lighting both the East and Hudson Rivers, big moments around the Brooklyn Bridge. It's the 50th anniversary of Macy's show. They're going huge. NBC and Peacock broadcasting it, and Telemundo doing a Spanish simulcast. Add maritime parades and the Blue Angels carving up the sky. This is the good shit right here. Millions of tourists expected, which means pack patience and pick your viewing spot early. Waterfronts will be shoulder to shoulder. You want drama? Get near the river lines, especially around the bridge. But don't be a muppet. Respect the barriers, listen to crowd control, and take transit if you can manage it without losing your mind. Finally, something that lights up the sky in a good way. See, this is why I still have hope. Quick recap before I pop a vein. A federal judge orders the government to fix its own illegal deportation and bring Adriana Quiroz Zapata back. The MTA is slowing buses to chase fares while promising speed. Most New Yorkers need an extra 40,000 just to breathe. The streets will be jammed with runners, flags and food this weekend. And come July 4th, the sky's going to be a proper riot of colour over both rivers. I don't make the rules, but I do enforce them. Do better, New York. And for the love of sanity, stop designing solutions that make life slower, meaner, and dumber. I've had it with this fucking nonsense. And that's today's dose of reality from Loud and Local with Vixie Steele in New York, New York. Go do something useful and come back tomorrow.